Okay, this video is going to look at finding the solution to these two problems. So we've been given the distance between 2 points, right, units apart, that's implying distance, but we are missing one of the values. So hopefully the first thing that you are talking about or thinking about is that we will be looking at our distance formula. Okay, so with every good mathematician, you have a formula, let's sub that information in. So for question 1, we know that the distance is 13, so underneath the D we're going to put 13 equals, right, the square root of x1 take x2. So remember, this will be my x, this is the other x, and then we've got y. Alright, so I'll write it all out. Right, so 4 take -1 becomes plus 1 squared, and then we've got the t take -3, but that is again plus 3 all squared. Now, did we actually need the square root? Because we do know that it would also be distance squared. To get rid of that square root, it's distance squared equals x1 take x2 all squared plus y1 take y2 all squared. Right, if you wrote the square root, that's okay. To get rid of the square root, you square, and lo and behold, we're back to either formula there. All right, now 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 squared is 25, plus t plus 3. And I'm going to ask you to refrain. I know you're probably dying to, but try and refrain from expanding this bracket. Right, we are going to go, right, let's get rid of the plus 25. How do I get rid of a plus 25? We're going to subtract from the other side. I'm just writing it there. You don't have to obviously include this line if you don't want to. I hope you could straight away say that 169 take 25 is 144. Looking at that, hopefully there's some ding, 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 ding going off in your head. Again, saying let's not expand, because how do I get rid of the squared now? Well, we can square root. So I'm going to square root the 144. And when I square root this side, I'm left with t plus 3. Remember, when we do square root an answer, it's not just the positive, but we can also have a minus value as well, because the square root of 144 is plus or minus 12. Okay, because minus 12 times minus 12 is 144, as is obviously positive 12. So we now keep going. Okay, this is giving us two answers. It's saying that 12 can equal t plus 3, but we've also got that minus 12 can equal t plus 3. I don't know why I was going to write 13 there. Okay, and now to get rid of the plus 3, we will take 3, so therefore t could equal 9, or t could equal minus 12 take 3 is minus 15. So my 2 points then could be, going back up, 4, right, so it could be 4, 9, or 4 minus 15. Now the question begs, why, right? Why do we have two solutions? I'm glad you asked. So it can be easily explained if we look at our diagram here. What was our original point? Minus 1, minus 3. Okay, so what's happening is we had our first point. Here's minus 1 and here's minus 3, right? So there's our point. And the other point was somewhere, it was 4t. So here's 4, right? So this other point has to fall somewhere on this line, okay? But it has to be 13 units away. So I hope you can see, oh no, draw. I hope you can then see that the options that we have for it to be 13 units away is it could be 13 units that way, but it could also be 13 units that way. So hence we've got our two solutions. So this would be the 4, 9, and down here we would have the 4 minus 15. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. And now let's just do the next one same way with number 2. So hopefully you have, you can pause the video at this point and you can try and just sub in everything for that first one. And then you can unpause and see if you're right. So hopefully you got the same substitution. Obviously, if you said 5 take t and minus 6 or 6 take 2, that's the same thing, because when we square it, we'll get the same results. Anyway, now to get rid of the square root, we're going to square, right? So 2 root 17 times 2 root 17. Hopefully you don't need to go to a calculator for that, right? That squared is 2 root 17 times 2 root 17. So 2 2's are 4, and root 17 times root 17 is just 17. Okay, maybe you need a calculator for that. But anyway, you can use calc if you want. So 4 times 17 is 68. All right, we've got rid of the square root. That's gone. We're still left with t take 5. And minus 2 take 6 is minus 8. Minus 8 squared is 64. So please save my mental health and don't tell me that minus 8 squared is minus 64. Right? Put it into your calculator properly. Now, 68 take 64, we get 4. Remember, we're refraining from dying to expand. We don't want to do that. And now get rid of the squared. The square root of 4 is plus or minus 2. So we've got 2 take 5. And that means I've got two solutions. I can have 2 equals t take 5. Or I could have minus 2 equals t take 5. Therefore, t is going to be 7. Or t could be 3. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that gives us our 2 points of 7 minus 2, or 3 and minus 2. And hopefully you understand why we've got those two solutions, just like we did last time. So we'll do another little sketch just to see. Okay, so this time, oh, lost the bracket there, put it back. This time what we had, should look at my 2 points really before I draw the diagram. What did we have? We had 5, 6, and then minus 2. All right, so what we have is we've got the point, let's say this is 6 and this is 5. That's our point there. And then we have a y value of minus 2. So down here, right, is our y value of minus 2. So just like last time, the distance now has to be, we can go so many units this way and so many units that way. Okay, so that's how we get our 2 points. So this one would clearly be the 7 and the minus 2, and this one would be the 3 and the minus 2. Obviously not to scale, but all groovy. Hopefully that helps you. It's just a little bit of algebra, but it always starts with read the question. Is there a formula that's going to help? Put that down and then substitute, and then apply your excellent algebra skills.